I've been retired now about 2 years, spent my entire working life working for the American Express Company, my last 10 years as a human resource specialist. Loved every minute of my job. I love to cook. I cook all the time. My grandparents had a restaurant on the boardwalk in Coney Island for many, many years. Since I've had the cancer, doing a lot of natural foods. I've been beginning to look into that and realizing that that is an important component of keeping the cancer at bay, to eat as healthy and as natural as you possibly can. My cancer was never a surprise. I always knew I was going to get it. I just didn't know when. My mother died at 40 years of age. I was 5 years old with breast cancer. And my grandmother, my father's mother, also had breast cancer. So I was a high-risk person. So when the mammography came positive, I was not surprised at all. I was very fortunate in that it was small. It hadn't spread. Unfortunately, mine was the most aggressive. So based on that, I had to go through the chemotherapy and the radiation, which I did through SOCH, our local hospital, through Dr. Chung's office, and I got tremendous support there. So Dr. Chung's office gave me an awful lot of tools, a lot of books to read, and then the nurses in the chemotherapy lab at the hospital at SOCH were phenomenal. They were a wealth of knowledge, experience, compassion. You could call them anytime you wanted. I never felt abandoned. I felt that I was in the best of care. And I don't think you would have gotten that at a big hospital in Manhattan. I don't think you would have gotten that level of satisfaction. Also in the hospital, they have a great bunch of support groups. I went to a bunch of them. I met women going through cancer who had been through it, going through it. So there was a wonderful support system. Wonderful. I just finished radiation about a month ago. Again, I had that at SOCH through Dr. Lattanzi. Another fantastic group of individuals. The nurses, the doctor himself, very, very informative. The nurses at SOCH were an unbelievable source of wealth for me, knowledge, compassion, experience. I keep their picture on my refrigerator. I look at it all the time, and I always, with such a smile and such happiness, that I was lucky and fortunate to have met these wonderful individuals. You must find places that you're comfortable with when you're going through this process. You must find a doctor that's caring, nurses that are supportive, and if you don't find that, then you go someplace where you find that. And I think that's really important to everyone. I found that at SOCH.